Friday. Let me get some air going here. I need to put this up on here. Great. Well, that turned out all right. Not perfect, but it's, I think it'll pass clean enough. Yeah. Okay, let me see what I can do. Oh, I gotta unhook that thing and try and clean this mess. Probably in the bead blaster. What's the chances of anybody ever doing this? I was doing more research last night, and I heard one guy say if you got a big enough water tank that you don't even need to run this through a cooler. He says by the time it goes to the torch and back into the water, it'll cool itself off. Well, I can see that. There's all kinds of things on that water cooler on there, you know, what to believe, what not to believe. And oh yeah, that reminds me, that guy that you sent the first link on the best fried chicken, Cigar Captain, that guy cooking that at 350 at 8 minutes. That ain't gonna happen. Sure won't. And if you notice the very end still picture of his chicken, that was cooked in a frying pan. We've become enough experts to know what it looks like when it comes out of a pressure cooker, I tell you that. And I forgot to say, it's raining. It's been raining since last night. It's just great. Let me get this baby set up. I don't think we're going to be needing any putty. That's over. These could be mashed down. And I got one ground screw and one screw there holding that on. Little ground screw. This old green thing is slippery. You like that? I just won't stay still. Put you around there that way. And take both hands and a foot. Got it in. All I gotta do, remember that goes there. Whoops. And this holds this whole thing on that I'm holding up with my head. Now I need to go in here and get me one more drink before I get started. Alright, let me take this over here to the beating department. And I need my little, I call this my punk hammer. That's my little punk hammer. Handle cut off. We're gonna get some of that. Like that. And that right there. I think we'll do it. She's ready to go. This is probably some real tough paint, I would imagine. Probably might be powder coat, I don't know. I'll see when the beads go to it. I don't plan on going beads to the metal. I'll see. Like I'm gonna have to clean it out. Damn. Ain't got time for such things. One more drink. A little break before I do all that. Well, I don't know where all my buckets has went, but as usual, I've got to clean this thing out. I got one bucket. And this is quite the little job. And nasty. Looks like I got a leak over there. I got a leak around that thing, but I don't know where that's coming from. Probably that taped up hose. go through the sifting procedure. Alright, this camera may be see way over here. This is what you gotta do on this fire. Put that in there. Well, here you go. It's all wet. Driver to pull this in there. Just now getting to the bead. That wet stuff over there. Too wet. And we got a quart of sifting. Give me some of this action. And this is what's in the bottom. That all gets dumped in the garbage. And I still got get over here to a smooth edge. I still got some big wet spot up on there. It should all pour out a lot faster than that. Okay, let's get some more out of there. freeze this stuff. Now, I'm going to have to find another bucket. All the wet sand is concentrated over there on that side. That's where the hoses are. And the least little bitty thing will keep it from coming down. Got another bucket. What this thing needs is it needs a 15-watt light bulb in there on at all times, just to keep the moisture out of there. And I've been planning on doing that years back. Don't ask. Ain't never done it. How this chair got over here, I have no clue. Somebody's laid stuff down in it, and now it's been there for God who knows how long. I don't know. But I'm fixing to rescue it. It don't need to be here. Take this junk, you put it over here in this junk. I know how that got there. I was working on that hose. All this is a supposed to be spare things for the helmet. Yeah. Got all this in here. Good. That over there. Box of junk stuff. That went to the milling machine. That's where that went. course, we got a good corner there for that. We have a roll of wire that's heavier than I am. And let's get this gentleman out of here. Yeah. It ain't seen daylight in years. And if I can't get over all this stuff, it might not see it in a while more. Right? You get out of it. Alrighty. You are free. And you can go out here and sit in the way somewhere. Ain't no place to sit down over there. You ain't got time to sit down over there. You can't sit down and meal, or you can't sit down and bead blast neither. Alright, let me get back to this baby. Now that I have a little bit more room, I don't have to do all this business no more. Although I do got this in the way. Now we get it under there. looks like. It's just a little bit there, but that's all she's getting. Now I gotta pull all the sand back in there. I got 5 gallons and maybe that's maybe 4 gallons. This 4 gallons. I probably got 8 gallons now. Need more sand. I mean glass beads. Take the heavy one for last. Oh buddy. Deep rust. I've been here a while. Tough paint, real tough, but the rust has got up under the bottom of it, flaking it up. And now that I have spent all my time sandblasting, bead blasting on a junk air conditioner, gun stops up. You got to put your hand over that nozzle and you got to press the pedal, clean it out. I guess I've said this before, I don't know, but if you do, you better have a check valve. That's a check valve. Keep that glass beads or sand or whatever you're using from going back to the compressor. There's also a check valve here. That's just for the air though, and there's a check valve right there to keep that from going back to the compressor, because it most certainly will. And there's also a check valve right there. It'll go right back to that compressor and kill it. Been there, done that. Talking about that thing right there. I killed my pump, had to buy that thing. Don't ask what that cost. I probably said this before. That is a shop built water trap. This is for when it's 100 degrees out here in the summertime. I've also had to replace that motor right there. Price is still on it from the day I bought it. I don't know if you can still get it that cheap or not. Oh yeah, buddy. Money, money, money. This is the way it went, Doug. I was working on putting a 3-point hitch on the little Sears tractor with hydraulics. I needed to cut this plate, and you can't cut it on here. I haven't got a plasma cutter, but I've been looking at old Bill Max's up there. That thing's a bomb. So I started on the bandsaw. So I got started on the bandsaw. Then the welder come in and I got started on that. And that's how projects get laid off in the background. That's not even counting the knife over there I started. Well, yeah. I don't know if I told you about this, Dougie, or not. This is a 2-inch pipe bender. That's what that is. The dies where it's right here. the top die is right there. I turned that die out on the lathe. The big mistake I made was it was all round and I cut it in two. And I should have left it all round. It would have been a hell of a lot more easier to turn around than a half around because of the missing weight on the other side, you know what I mean? This was in a Lincoln welding book, and I got started on that, and about somewhere halfway or 3/4 in between there, everything didn't jive. The complete information wasn't there. So I got stumped on that a while, and finally finished it. And I did have big bearings on here, and they cracked like walnuts, so I had to, these are the sleeves out of them. I had to go back and fix them like that. I even had to make the wheels for it. And that was quite the little project. The reason I don't use it as a pipe bender because it's a segment bender. Ain't worth the flip. So I took the head of it off, and what I do is I put this flat plate up here, and I use various different spacers in between there. You can straighten out a boat axle on this thing, a round axle, square axle. Pretty dang close, real close. Depending on how much time you put on it, you can get it perfect. But that's what I use that for. And only God knows what that weighs. All this on here was turned out on the lathe, built right here. I got a better jack than what I originally had. Yeah, but that's quite the dude boy right there. See them welds across there? That didn't play around on that. And something funny on this, when I welded these to these sleeves, I had the shaft through there, you see. Keep it from distorting this, that, and the other, you know. And when I done that, and I put them heavy beads on there, I think it took me about a week to get that shaft out of there. Yeah, buddy. And then I had a lot of honing to do to get it to where they'd slide in there, right? Taking a little break thinking about it. This will have to be sealed up. You can't have no exposed water here, or mosquitoes will get in there. That's where rats was trying to get into it. This was up in the ceiling one time. I'll need a fill plug here, cap, and I'll need a drain plug. And depending on which way I put this in here, probably flat ways, I want to have me a sight glass. Come out here with some elbows and have a piece of clear tubing here where I can see how much water's in here at all times. What I'm thinking about. Among many other things. I'm sitting here looking. The cold weather down here has peeled the paint up. My little golf tee. Peeled the paint. A lot of places. Sure did get cold down here, I can tell you that. Peeled the paint right in there. And it peeled the paint on that broach machine too, I think. I got some de-rusting to do. Let me look in here. Did that clean itself? No, I'll have to continue here in a minute. Dang it. I need a crescent wrench, and somebody can't spell. Maybe this one right here. Half of them's missing, you know. That's an old clock that Daddy gave me. See, the wire has been cut. I don't remember if that works or not. I got a real old one up yonder. Oh, you'd have to work for it to get it. Got in that box. Let me plug this up. Danger, danger. There. Clock's working. This one might have some old tubes in it. Don't know. Way it goes. And I have no clue what this is. But you can bet Daddy did. Got it all painted up. Afraid to hang that up. It may get me. I gotta find a place to store this somewhere. Let me go find a place. That'll be its resting place for a while. This come off a 1954 flexible bus. I saved this specifically to go over at Harry's house about 3 o'clock one morning outside his bedroom window. Dang it. Gonna have to work for it. Aye. Alrighty. That's a whole lot of something I don't know about. Let me try that again. Can't make it out. Might can see it better in there on the computer after I take a picture of this. It just ain't working. Oh, you can tell it's going to be loud. That bus was 24 volt. This is 12 volt. Ah, well, that's the way it goes. Let me stick this somewhere like I got a place to put it, you know. Run out of junk room, run out of junk room. Well, you'd have to work for it to get it way up there. Whew. Too much stuff in the way. I see a place right yonder though. This saw wasn't in the way. I'll rest up there a while. 8-in forward head or a 9-in. Among many of the other stuff hanging around here. I gotta clean my way out to the freezer slowly. Well, them tie straps sure was handy up there. Need to be back up there too. Nowhere on the edge like that. Carburetor cleaner. Oh boy. I can see just stacking all kinds of crap in here. But I better not. Not yet anyway. Alright, now that I've gooped around for I don't know how long, let me get back at you. Deep rust. That went all the way through. And the bead blaster still has serious issues. It must be all gummed up in that filter in there. Okay, them gave me quite a bit of problems. I'm going to end that right now. Grabbing on the wire and everything else in there. You'll stay up there. There you go. Hit that camera. Out of it. And that's the way I'm going to do the other side. You know, a lot quieter when I'm holding it with my other hand. Alrighty. I'm gonna knock down all these little bumps right here also. I don't know about getting up there though. Alright, press down a little more. I still see rust in there. I'm just gonna have to disassemble that bead blaster and get into that filter, I guess. Alrighty. Nowhere now. Tough paint. But the rust is a lot tougher. Yep. Not good enough. I'll probably still use that filter in here. Thinking about blocking that off. You can't. I mean, for something to blow out, something's got to come in. Of course, it can come in from around there. Be hard to cover that up anyway. That would be all backwards. It needs the filter out here sucking in to blow out there. So that filter ain't gonna do no good. Not on the front. Maybe I'll get a few mosquitoes. Alright. I think that's enough goofing around. Jim probably need this. And the adapter. Yeah, that's gonna take both hands. Goes in there like that anyway. Let's see what else I've got on around here. Alrighty, Friday night. I gotta go in here and fix me a sandwich or a cracker or something. Well, the people at the court called Amber back, and instead of offering an apology, they said that they had found that receipt. Is that what they said?
Yep. They found
and they're not going to press charges now.
So she
And what else did they say?
Told her she could relax now, basically.
Yeah, they better be glad I wasn't on the phone. I would have told them bunch of damn crooks just exactly like it was. They had lost that receipt. They didn't have no clue where it was. And they called up threatening somebody. That's the whole thing. Abusive of power.
The woman was not nice on the phone in any manner. She was still kind of threatening, you know, just telling her, oh, well, you can breathe easy now, you can relax, since we found what we've lost. That's so ridiculous.
Boy, that ticks me off so bad. I tell you what.
When you're messing around with them kind of fellers or any of the government crap, you better make copies of the copies you got and keep them in a golden vault.
What is that they tell us? Ignorance of the law is no excuse.
Yeah,
and they're down there ignorant enough to lose a receipt.
Well, they got the power. They can throw it around, and you know, if she didn't have that stuff to fax that woman wouldn't have had a copy, she said, of the money order numbers, and she said she wouldn't have had nothing to go by. So she'd have probably still ended up with a bench warrant out for her, she claimed.
Well, all I know is, you know, ignorance of, what would you call that, of neglect is no excuse.
She said it wasn't really filed under the no filing case numbers. It was just filed under the money order number. That's the numbers it was filed under.
And that woman said something about when it all happened, that money went out of state for something or other. Somebody needs to investigate that. Why would money from here wind up going out of state? What Plaza Ranch are they building over there? Putting money on their yacht? You know, what's going on?
I thought that was weird at the time.
Yeah.
I remember saying something about that.
Yeah, all that information Jim got was right off the website when he could go hunting and all that. And, you know, that should be just like they do us. Ignorance of of the wrong information on the website is no excuse. Period.
I got a very, very short clip of them arresting her, treating her like she had just murdered somebody. That was very funny. They was freaking out on there. They didn't want me to touch that camcorder no more. He told me, you touch that camcorder, you're going with her.
Oh, yeah. They don't want nothing recorded what they're doing. Picking up old cans that's sun-beaten white and claiming they was drinking them.
Yeah, that was hilarious.
They frisked Amber twice. They should have been arrested. They should have been fired and then sued. But no, they got away with it. The judge even laughed down there because she had drunk some cough syrup. And now Jim says that they've got that on their website now. You can't drink cough syrup with alcohol in it. Where are you going to find that?
0%. I think you can. I don't know, but 0% alcohol in your system. Good Lord, what you talk around here? 0%
big time going on over there.
Policy or whatever. The judge said she passed the field sobriety test, and she had like literally 0% alcohol in her system, and just that a super small amount that you could get if you sniffed a jar of alcohol. He was laughing about it. Then they pulled out that old can that he walked over there and he found. If you'd have been there, you'd have seen why that was so funny. He pulled up some kind of can from the 1950s, a beer can, sun-beaten white, and he put it in his evidence bag. This right here is gonna do you in. Just sealing it up. Oh my God. Amber was freaked out. She was shaking like a leaf on a tree, but I was laughing. I even asked him, are you kids serious? My God. He told me this is a serious offense.
Yeah, that was all false money they got from us. It was all a bunch of crap. And by the time I thought it was funny to start with until I went down there and had to pay all of that. Gas money, 2 fines. I can't remember how many trips down there. It was probably over 1,500. I can't remember now, but it was a lot of money.
My fine was more expensive than Amber's.
And Jim ain't been too eager to go hunt on any government land since then.
my find ended up being more expensive down there in where was that at? Eatonton. The judge down there, I claim not guilty because I clearly wasn't. I had the book from the Department of Natural Resources showing that said that hunting land was open. Was one thing they fined me with. And I had the phone call, I called the DNR and asked them just to make sure. I don't know, I'm double cautious, and they said, yeah, it's open. Says so on the website. I even had the book, and now all that information is online, saying that there's a pause in the hunting season down there. Imagine it'll be on the book too this time. I told the judge there's no way of knowing that when it's open unless I go down there and ask somebody who lives there or a farmer or something. He just laughed at me. He told me to pay the fine.
Yeah, buddy.
Yeah, that was all a big old joke. Very expensive joke.